Good afternoon, everyone. I'd just like to tell you a little bit about EOG. We operate in multiple states in the United States and Texas and Oklahoma. We're a large operator in Texas and have large operation in the Eagle Ford, which is south of San Antonio, and the Permian Basin, which is in Midland. So we're happy to be here and happy to work with Texan by Nature to increase our conservation efforts out there where we work. You know, our partnership with Texan by Nature, when we were approached by them, we kind of looked at their mission statement and ours, and they both aligned very well. So we liked the synergy we saw there, and we liked that they were able to help us work on improving our conservation efforts. And also we were able to, we think, take the lessons learned that we learn out there, share them with the landowners which we interact with on a daily basis and other operators in our industry. So you're going to see this map again, but we've added our leasehold, which is in yellow and red. So the yellow is what we lease from a private landowners, the mineral and surface, and the red is what EOG owns. So you can kind of see the significance of the oil and gas operations, how they impact where the monarchs are. So, you know, we looked at this, we see that's a good fit. It's something we can work with, you know, the groups in here, Texan by Nature, and look at how we can improve habitat for the pollinators in areas where we work every day. So one of our first projects is we have an office in Dilley, Texas. It's not on the list of the great habitat areas yet, but we're working to get it there. But it's about an hour south of San Antonio on I-35. Our office is actually right there. So we want to engage our employees first, the public, and build something that we could start and replicate this in our other field offices. So we started this project. We can drill a well in 5 days now. It's taken us a year to build a garden. So we had a little learning process, and one thing we had to learn was patience, because Shannon was out there the first day and our foreman said, "How big a piece of equipment do you want to get this scraped off?" And Texas Parks and Wildlife was there, and Texan by Nature said, "No, slow down." So it's taken us a year, but we're making progress and we have something to show, but it's been a real learning curve for us to see what it takes to do this. And, you know, with this, we're building a demonstration garden. In addition to this, we have 200 acres behind this building that we're looking at changing from, it used to be agriculture use, and reestablishing the native grasses and pollinators in this acreage too. But it's a long-term project, we know. So we're going to take about 1/3 of an acre in front of our building. That's what it looked like when we first had it. Our 200 acres is behind that. In addition to that, we have a rather large conference room in this building that we see that when we get this built out, that we can involve the public community, schools, come out and have them look at this, and then we have rooms for them to do their educational process also. So that's the bed. After a year, we're able to construct it, and we need to, you know, EOG, we didn't know how to do this, so Texan by Nature, Judith Green with Texas Parks and Wildlife were instrumental in helping us design this, get the material laid out, and get it ready to plant. We're about 80% done planting, and we got that done about a month ago. But, you know, we engaged the experts in what we were trying to do, developed the scope of the project, developed the layout with Texas Parks and Wildlife's help, prepared the beds, and then they gave us the seed or plants that we needed to help establish this garden. So we think it'll be a really good source of information for both our employees on the educational side and the community in that area. Another thing we're doing, typically when we go in to drill a well, we have to build a rather large pad, 5 to 6 acres, to get all the equipment on it to do this. And this is standard for the industry. So you look at 1,000 of these or more that are being developed, yearly. And when we're done, we try to downsize that pad to what we need for our production operations. And in this case, we were able to go from 2.2 acres down to 1/2 an acre. So we see that as another great potential area as we do this routinely throughout the year on thousands of locations, working with the surface owner and landowner to show them seed mixes that we can use to help build this pollinator population back and replicate this again and again. Because we're going to have the equipment out there. All we need to know is the proper seed mix in order to do it. And then, it'll be an area that can grow from then on. So with this partnership, we think it's a great way for industry and conservation groups to interact on a collaborative basis. We see the potential there to interact with landowners that we interact with on a daily basis on the oil and gas side, to give information to them about what they can do and how we can help them do that, since we're out there anyway doing this type of operation. And we see it as a potential large footprint from both reclaiming, our pads, and then the right-of-ways, which have already been talked about. We have to lay right-of-ways for the pipelines to our production pads to their endpoint. So that's another source that we're going to reseed on a routine basis. And then, our personnel live in those communities. We have field offices spread out throughout the country. This would be a great way for community involvement and our employees to get involved and work with the community and benefit both groups. So, it'll help engage our employees and our contractors. Thank you.